and France recently began rescue work in a ruined synagogue in the Atlas Mountains. And they came across some very remarkable finds. And we'll hear about this now from David Goury, geographer from Sorbonne University in Paris. Good evening.
Good evening.
What have you found there in the Sahara?
We worked on a very small synagogue in Agerd, and we worked there because there were some emergency, because some archaeological materials were down to the floor, and it was some text from the 18th century, and we have to work in a hurry to preserve it. And it was very interesting because among all the rubble of this synagogue, we found more than thousands of pages of text, religious text, but also handwritten text in different language were going to give us more information about the daily life of the Jewish community. Because in fact, you have a lot of historic Saharan Jewish community in Morocco were settled since probably more than 2,000 years in this area. And very few research programs are going to document it in as an archaeological point of view. So when we done a first survey, we discovered that this small synagogue in Agerd was ruined, but also there were some looters who came and destroyed the Geniza to loot some religious books, and they spread all the archives to the ground. So we arrived to collect it very quickly, and it's very interesting to know the daily life of this Jewish community.
Right. What do you expect to find or wish to find later?
Actually, we want to work about a network of this Jewish community, because you have more than 100 of small synagogue in all the Saharan and Atlas area of Morocco. And what we want to study, it's the daily life of these Jewish communities among the Muslim communities, and how they were able to organize a very important trade route network from the West Africa up to North Africa, even to Asia. And we want to document also the connection between this Saharan area and the ports of the Moroccan Atlantic ports of Agadir in the 17th century and Essaouira from the 18th to the 19th century. So now we need to have a larger team who is going to be able to read all these archives first, and we hope to have a new mission in February. And also, we want to excavate more to understand deeper what's going on in Agerd and in other synagogues in this area.
Tell us a little bit about this trio cooperation, French, Moroccan, Israeli. How did it work together?
First, it was the cooperation between Morocco and Israel. We have our colleague, Mabrouk Cellier, is a professor of archaeology in the National Institute of Archaeological and Heritage Science in Rabat in Morocco, who signed an agreement with the professor of of Archaeology Yuval Yekutieli from the University of Ben Gurion in Beersheba,
right,
to be able to excavate together, because it's the first time that you have an excavation was done by Israel University and Moroccan University in the same time. And around this cooperation, we enlarge it with the Sorbonne University, and also to open it to
more researchers.
Science, like
it sounds, we're running out of time. It sounds fascinating, David. I wish you success in this, and maybe we'll talk again in February when you have the next mission there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and we will talk about all the details.
Thank you.
So good evening.
Good evening.